Hello learners, myself Dr. Mayank Kumar Rai. I am Professor and Head Krishi Vigyan Kendra, Gautam Buddha Nagar, situated at Dadri, Noida. And today we are going to discuss how to establish mushroom growing units oblique house, a unit for production of mushroom that is most important nowadays to develop, to run as a entrepreneurship in any field in agriculture. And nowadays, so many persons are coming, like engineers, doctors, and so many others in mushroom growing units, and they are going to establish mushroom growing units. So, this is the most important topic for today, and NIUS is ready to give you some good suggestion how to establish mushroom growing units oblique house. We should have first in our mind we should have first criteria to how to select a site for the mushroom production unit. The chosen site should preferably be away from the municipal units, municipal limits. It should be away from urban area because composting is most important in these units. There are various types of smells which may not be harmful in any way, but are still not accepted by inhabitants in the cities due to smells comes from mushroom growing units. The site should be near to the market because of if we grow and after production of any type of mushroom like button or oyster mushroom, we must have market nearby. So, that is most important also. Linked by a motorable road, has availability of good quality water should be there, easy and cheap availability of raw materials, especially extra and poultry manure should be available at nearby of the mushroom production units. Adequate and cheap labor in abundance is available in the region. Labor should be available, otherwise we cannot grow good quality of mushroom because labor intensive units is most important in this sector. Uninterrupted power supply is desirable. Mushroom units should have 18 degrees Celsius of temperature. So, mushroom power units regular supply should be available. Production of electricity by diesel is costly and not economical. So, power supply from grid should be available in nearby area or that units also. Reasonable nearness to hospital, school and small market educate for the labor, and their children will be useful to retain the labor in site and meet their daily needs. Laborers working there. So, the units should be nearby hospital and schools and markets. Adequate markets facility should be there, otherwise the labor will deny to work there. Farm design for seasonal cultivation in huts. Most of the farmers in Haryana, Punjab, Western Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand use huts of the size of about 18 to 20 feet multiplied by 60 feet or so. That is the most important, and nowadays farmers are using extra bundles also for making huts for the mushroom units, and you can see anywhere the mushroom units are running already existing. So, first we should have idea how to establish units, how to choose site, and as well as how to design huts for the mushroom growing units. And you can use bamboo and so many other things if you do not want to involve so much money. So, locally available materials should be used for the manufacturing of all the units structure. Layout and different steps in construction of huts is already available with your reading material also. So, you must have knowledge to how to establish all these things. Farm design for environmentally controlled units. Before we start thinking of establishing a commercial environment control unit, it is important to ensure that how to get good training. Visit a commercial unit nearby, study the market and obtain hands-on experience in cultivation of mushroom. If you are going to start any units of mushroom production, you must take training before start and a market availability. Obtain hands, you must have experience before starting units, because if you don't have experience, then you will not get success so easily. So you must have training, market, and as well as experience also before starting any unit. To develop project report with the help of experts for following better proposals and also getting loans. If you are going to start so much big units for mushroom units, you should have good rapport with agricultural experts, especially mushroom scientists. And if you want to start big units, you should have money from banks also. So must start with training as well as experience, and also arrange good loans or get loans from bank schemes. You should also have some knowledge about how what the governments are giving facilities to start units for mushroom production. To arrange money in advance and take advantage of subsidies and other support also provided by the government. Governments are running so much project to start the mushroom production units, so you should have knowledge also. Commercial units may consist of spawn production units, compost production unit, cropping unit, and canning units. So there are 4 type of units: production, compost, cropping unit, and canning units. Layout of complete mushroom unit having compost facility and cropping units. You can just easily see on screen that how the different units should be established in a particular mushroom production unit. So you should have a ratio, you should have knowledge of the ratio, that different units of different components of units, what should be the ratio. If you don't know, then you will not get proper arrangement of your units components. Design of compost facility, you can see easily that pre-wetting area should be 35-40 meter, store should be 30 by 20 meter, compost yard should be 40 by 60 meter. There are 2-3 bunkers. So bunker 1, bunker 2, bunker 3 should be 12 by 15 and 12 by 50, also 12 by 30, and third one is also 12 by 50 meters. There should be 2 tunnels, and broiler rooms should be there, casing area, casing tunnel should be there, sprawling area should be there. So there are 3-4 type of components in a single mushroom units must be established before growing. Compost production unit will have under mentioned main components. Compost pre-wetting area. Why we establish pre-wetting area? For dumping of raw materials and their pre-wetting. Second one, composting yard. Why should we have composting yard? For making piles out of the wetted materials covered. Phase 1, bunker. For phase 1 composting, in case indoor composting is employed. If we are going to prepare self in composting, then you should have phase 1 bunker. Phase 2 tunnels for performing pasteurizations of composting. That is most important. If we prepare compost, then we should have pasteurization facility in tunnel second, and conditioning of the compost is most important. Casing soil chambers. If for pasteurization of the casing soil, sprawling area should be for sprawling of the prepared compost. If we have prepared compost, we should have sprawling area also. The size of different components will vary with the proposed capacity of the units. Whatever the capacity we want to establish, we should have different kind of size of different components will have vary the proposed capacity if the units is available. It is important to synchronize various components. That is, after deciding the size of the cropping room, calculate the amount of compost that will be accommodated in this room. Accordingly, decide the size of the tunnel so that compost required for the room can be produced in one tunnel. The size of bunker is determined by the size of tunnel, and it is normally 1.25 to 1.5 times more in surface area than that of tunnel. Similarly, the size of yard pre-wetting area will depend upon the amount of raw material to be handled at any given point of time. So, these points should be taken in consider in our mind. In the cropping rooms, it is needed to maintain a ratio of area for compost and air. Do not overstuff the room. That should not be so much crowded. Actual calculations are bit couples, but for rough estimate, use the following formula to calculate the amount of compost that can be put in a room. Whatever the room we have for composting capacity, we should have compost in accordingly. It should not be so much material in a particular room. So, must calculate before starting. Approximately room capacity compost in ton is should be like this, and say we have a room of 20 feet wide, 60 feet long, 12.5 feet high. It can be accommodated compost in like that, and that is room can normally accommodate 25 ton compost, and it may vary from 22.5 to 27.5 ton in a particular room. For calculating the amount of compost that can be produced in a tunnel, we use the following simplified formula. Compost output of a tunnel should be like that. You can calculate by this formula, and so say we have a tunnel of 10 feet wide and 10 feet long from inside. It can be used to produce about 25 ton compost in a particular room or in a particular area. Please remember that these are simplifications and not actual values. You must calculate according to your location, according to your room availability, according to your composting capacity. So, remember these are the only formula. You can just simply calculate, and if after experience you can just put the required amount of composting in your particular room. Bunkers for phase 1. These days most of the growers do phase 1 in bunker, which are open structures having provision for aeration from below. The saves space and effort, and you can process more compost in less area. Bunker has a network of pipes fitted with 6 inches long plastic pipes having a small diameter, holes at a distance of 40 centimeter, 40 by 40 centimeter as shown in figure. If you have visited somewhere in a mushroom already existing mushroom units, you can easily know how they establish bunker 1. Bunker for phase 1 continued hai. Bunkers are filled up to 80 to 9 feet. The air speed of the fan in terms of CMH can be calculated on the basis of requirement of fresh air. High pressure fans are needed to pass the air through the compost. High pressure fans is always required to pass the air from compost, because compost is having already so much air inside. So, it should be established fans also. The pressure of the fan can be in the range of 42 centimeter. You must understand that air speed and pressure are two different things, and fan should be able to provide different air speed and pressure can be designed by the experts. Experts' advice is most important before starting any mushroom production unit. Phase 2 pasteurization tunnels. Tunnel looks like any other ordinary long room with the difference that you can see a floor having holes. In this chamber, the compost is handled in bulk. Hence, at times it also called bulk chamber. Actually, the room is an insulated chamber with air-tight insulated doors, and it has space below it, which is called plenum. Pasteurization step is most essential in preparing compost for production of mushroom. Push the air from below using a fan designed for the purpose and recirculate the air. The position of blower fan can be below the ground or above the tunnel roof depending upon the design. There is also provision for injecting filtered fresh air and steam in the air being calculated. The tunnel has all two exhaust vents, one for recirculation of air and the other for exhaust of gases and introduction of fresh air by dampers. Normally, recirculation duct is made of aluminum and is outside the tunnel. In some tunnels, you may see the air circulation duct on nose of the cans and can be inside the tunnel instead of outside. It can be seen in flag below. In the tunnel, the compost is proposed to controlled temperatures for pasteurization and conditioning of described in earlier chapter in making compost by SART method. One end of the tunnel normally open towards the compost platform and the other end opens towards the clean spawning area. You can just see easily on in the figure how they have established all these things. In the tunnel, fill the compost after completing the process of phase 1 in bunkers. The compost in tunnels filled up to 6 or 6.3 feet and means about 1 ton compost per square meter. There is about 25° loss in weight if compost in 5 to 6 days in tunnel. The fan used in tunnel is of centrifugal type with its blades either radial or inclined curved backwards. Calculate the quantity of cubic meter air to be blown per hour by the fan of multiplying the area of tunnel in square meter with 200 for 200. For example, in a tunnel with the area of 20 square meter, we may need a fan of the capacity of CMH. The spray pressure can be fan should be 90 to 20 centimeter. Why casing units is also important? There is a need for another small insulated chamber similar to tunnel for pasteurization of the casing soil. There is no self heat generation by casing soil and hence we will have to install a boiler to provide steam for pasteurization of the casing soil. Sterilization of casing soil can be done with formalin. Formalin is also very important in any type of production, mushroom production, but it is better to pasteurize the casing soil. Formalin is also a option, but pasteurization is important. The chamber should be away from cropping rooms and well protected from dust. Chamber should not have accessibility of any type of dust from outside, any type of material from outside. Machinery required for making compost. JCB for front loading assembly is used to turn fill compost. For composting, for turning up compost, JCB is required because lot of compost we are going to prepare for composting. Easily we cannot handle from our own hand. Converter with the front moving heated for tunnel killing. Design for cropping room. A viable commercial unit has 6 to 8 rooms. At least 6 rooms are required to ensure efficient use of the tunnel and also setting the cropping cycle in a manner the mushroom production is there throughout the year. The rooms can be on one side, on both sides of the corridor. Specific dimensions are needed as far as which width of room and height of room is concerned. Width of room will depend upon the number of rows of racks that are proposed to be put. How many racks we are going to propose for in a single room, that is most numbers depend upon them. Normally the width of rack is around 4 to 5 feet. The width of path on between racks is never less than 3 feet and preferably maybe 1 meter. Thus, is there are 2 rows, there will be their paths and thus width of room will be like this. And these are inside the dimensions and we can add about 2 feet for walls and insulation. Similarly, height is determined by number of racks. Roof height should be determined according to racks, how many racks we want to put inside. There is a space below the lowermost rack and also have the topmost rack. There should be space from bottom and space from top rack. Distance between racks as 2 feet. For 4 racks, a room of 10.5 height is required. For 5 racks, 12.5 is required. For 6 racks, 14.5. And 2 feet are added to height for every rack. Length is normally there times 3 times the width of the room. It can be somewhat more or less, but air circulation becomes a problem if length is more than 100. In rooms with 2 rows, there are 2 air ducts on the sides with holes on lower side. Below, you can see just below figure, so cross section of such a cropping room. The size of the duct, size of the hole and distance between holes will depend upon the dimension of the room. What type of rooms dimensions we should have designed according to the room size and room dimension also. The size of the duct, size of hole and distance between holes will depend upon the dimensions of the room. These ducts are connected to air handling unit which has mechanism for cooling and also humidification. The amount of the air and cooling capacity of is determined by the maximum amount of compost proposed to be filled in the room. For smaller units, one can have independent HU, and for larger unit it is economical to have central cooling facility also. Farm design of other mushrooms. Design of compost yard will depend upon the method of substrate treatment selected for cultivation. For oyster and milky mushroom, you may construct tanks for chemical pasteurization or may have arrangement for hot water treatment. We just go for 2 type of pasteurization of extra. One is from chemicals and second one is from hot water. The spawning capacity, spawning area is supposed to be a clean concrete floor. Mushroom other than button are cultivated in our country under natural conditions. We just grow button mushroom in a controlled condition, but other mushrooms we can just produce in normal condition or open conditions. The design of the huts varies as per the ingredients available. Oyster is mostly cultivated in simple rooms where the bags can be hanged in tires or in sets made from paddy straw or coconut leaves. Milky mushroom is mostly cultivated in sets having blue sheet and the floor is normal about 2 to 3 feet below the ground level. Bags are kept at the floor only. Paddy straw mushroom is cultivated mostly in open under the shade of the trees and in coastal area of Odisha. Thank you learners. We are just going to conclude that if we are starting mushroom units, we should have experience of training, experience as well as training and money also, and we should have knowledge about the loaning facility whatever the governments are giving. Thanks to NIS for organizing this type of training. Thanks.